Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Bull Take Scouting Podcast. Today, I'm joined by a special guest, 2022 NFL Draft prospect and former Coastal Carolina defensive tackle, CJ Brewer. How you doing today, CJ?
I'm doing good, my man. How you doing?
Really good. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm glad you could have me.
Yeah, of course. So let's really go back through your football journey all the way at the beginning. When did you start playing football, and what made you fall in love with the game?
Man, I started playing football when I want to say 4. Yeah, I was 4. I started
Mhm.
playing a little earlier. I'm from a small town. I was bigger than everybody, and so me and my family, we knew the guy that ran the rec and everything. He was pretty much, like a father figure, uncle, and everything to me. Coach, everything, the whole 9 yards. So he started letting me play early. And I just kind of fell in love with it really once I was, able to hit somebody and just go out there and just, have fun.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And throughout your whole career, what do you say has been your favorite moment, your favorite game in all these years?
Oh, that's crazy. That's gonna be hard. Ooh. Favorite moment of the game? It's probably going to be App State last year, 2020,
Yeah,
when I got the sack that pretty much sealed the ball game for us here. We was
yeah.
playing here at Coastal, and
I mean, that's the dream for any defensive lineman,
yeah,
man.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, so it was probably that moment.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great one. So going back to your recruiting process, you were just a two-star recruit coming out of high school. Would you say that being lowly recruited fueled you, put a chip on your shoulder to achieve great things in your college career?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Like I said, I've always, been one of the guys that I guess you consider like come from the bottom, got it out the hard way and everything. So yeah, they put a chip on my shoulder just coming in. Really, I don't even think I was a 2-star until I committed to Coastal. I think once I
Hmm.
committed, I kind of got another star or whatever. But it's all part of the journey. Everybody got a different journey, and what I'm saying, I was just blessed to be able to get off from here, and commit to Coastal and just enjoy these last, my 5-6 years that I spent here. It's been a blessing.
What made you choose Coastal?
Mainly on my visit, man, it just felt like home. I'm real big on just the family atmosphere and everything, and it's just like some things just feel perfect, feel like it was the right fit, and that's what I told my mom. We came up on an official visit, and she pretty much said the same thing. Like, I feel like it's the right fit for you. As long as you want to do it. I was like, most definitely, and it just like I said, I haven't looked back, I don't regret it or nothing. All the ups and downs.
Yeah, a lot of guys tell us, it was really the feeling. That visit just felt right, felt like the right place. So sounds like it was that for you. And so when you started your career at Coastal, you had a redshirt season your first year. How do you think sitting out and redshirting that year helps you achieve success on the field in later years of your career?
That really humbled me. Coming from once I got to high school as a freshman, I started on both sides of the ball. Even in sixth grade, I was my seventh grade year. I played middle school ball. I started and everything. So it really humbled me just coming from being able to play all my years to getting to college and like, oh dang, I'm saying maybe I'm not good enough yet, or I don't understand the game enough. It's a lot of different things that that's involved in it. But yeah, it really humbled me, made me hit the weight room harder that year I redshirted and everything, and I felt like set me up for where I am now.
Following that year, you really steadily improved throughout your career to the point where your last two seasons, you were named first team all conference both years. You notched throughout those 2 years combined over 20 TFLs, over 10 sacks. So what went into beyond that freshman year redshirting, be able to progress so much and becoming one of the main stars of that defense by the end of your time?
Mainly just putting the work, mainly just putting the work in, and just trusting the process. I feel like that's always the hard part of just trusting everything will play out how it's supposed to. And like I said, just putting the work in, being with all my boys here, my main guy to run, what I'm saying, we always push each other to strive and work our butts off each and every day. And I felt like, that's what I did. And it just started reaping everything. Everything just started coming to life. And, I just was able to just work and just, have fun while I was doing it and just, ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that everyone on your team took that same approach because, I mean, Coastal is a program that only had their first full FBS season in 2017. And I mean, by 2020, you guys were in the national spotlight, had a dream season, finishing as co-champions of the Sun Belt, had another really stellar year this year at 11-2. What has gone in as a program to being able to build such success and a winning culture so quickly at the FBS level?
Mainly just the coaching staff that we got here. I'm saying they would make us work day in and day out and understand nothing is going to be handed to us. I'm saying we realized that the first year we went 3-9 and then 5-7. Like we knew we had it, but it was just a matter of just trusting it and putting everything together, putting all the puzzle pieces together, and just working our butts off. Like, you know what I'm saying? We know at the FBS level, really any level, nobody's going to hand nothing to you.
Yeah.
So we came in with that, that dog mentality. Like, you got to work. You know what I'm saying? If you want, if you want the spotlight, if you want to do what you want to do in life, it's just a matter of just working your butt off. And, we just pushed each other. The 2019 off season, it was rough. It was probably one of the worst. I never say not one of the worst, one of the hardest off seasons I've ever had. It was just training and everything. And like I said, I feel like it just got us right for that 2020, 21, season. The things that we did in the past 2 to 3 years, it's been a blessing to just, like I said, trust in the process and listen to everybody, listen to our coaches and everything, our strength staff, all those guys, and just doing what we had to do.
For you and your team, it culminated in a win in the Cure Bowl against Northern Illinois. How did it feel for you walking off the field one last time with your boys with a win in a bowl game? A really great moment for your season.
Oh, man, it was crazy. That was our goal. Our goal last year was to come out, with a victory against Liberty in the Cure Bowl. So it's crazy. It's crazy how the things work out. How we got placed in the Cure Bowl again this year. Actually, we got a better experience, with all the COVID situations last year. We was only down there for a day. This time we was down there for it's like 4 to 5 days. So, that was huge for us. You really get the whole experience. And then just to come out on top with a win, it was really crazy. And just, surreal. Everybody was just, crying, tears and everything, just how we changed the program in our years of being here. So, yeah, it was a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite the success story for you at Coastal Carolina. And I think now we can get into your tape, analyze what makes you an NFL draft prospect. What would you say are your biggest strengths on the football field?
Mainly just, knowing what's coming and, knowing my responsibility and, just make sure I can do my 111. I'm where I'm supposed to be and using my hands and everything.
That makes a lot of sense, Ben. At the same time, any good player knows they got to keep improving. Are there any specific areas to your game that you're looking to improve as you head into the NFL?
Oh, yes, most definitely. My pass rush, I always want to get better at that. Taking on double team blocks, just pretty much everything. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not in the pros yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not considered one of the top guys. So I got room for improvements everywhere. Really everywhere in my game is room for improvements. So I just, I love to get better. I love, like I said, I trust the process. I love it. And just doing what I'm supposed to do in each and every day just to get better at I said, my hands, my feet, just really the whole 9 yards when it comes to playing defensive line.
I think that's a great approach. And in 2 days, you've got your pro day, which is a huge opportunity for you to show off to NFL scouts, show that you've been improving and put up some impressive athletic numbers. So how's the preparation for that been going? Are you ready to really impress scouts?
Oh, yes, sir. Most definitely. And, it's been a blessing. I was training at Pete Burritos down in Davie, Florida. Like I said, it was rough. Just, what I'm saying, because actually I had an injury in the bowl game and everything. So get that right from that, it was tough, mentally and everything. But, the good Lord, he always look out. I said, I trust him. I trust the process. So, it was a blessing being there to get down there, train with those guys, meet different people that's, trying to accomplish the same goals that I'm trying to accomplish. So, yeah, it's been fun. So I'm ready to get out there in front of the scouts so I can, just relieve a little stress, off my shoulders and everything.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really great day for you. And let's wrap up now with a few fun questions that we like to ask every prospect. The first one being, throughout your time as a football player in college, or really as your whole life of loving football, playing football, have you had any NFL role models or players in the NFL that you've looked to emulate your game after?
Most definitely. One role model is, I don't play his position, but I used to play Ray Lewis. He was like the first one that I really fell in love with. Just the way he approached the game, played the game, and, had that mentality that, you got to get the job done and everything. Another guy, I kind of watch a lot, Aaron Donald, of course, so we both play D tackle position. Another guy would be Quentin Williams. He played at Alabama. He played for the Jets now. Those are the main three people, that I watch and just kind of, I love they drive and how they, approach the game and everything. I know everybody's different, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I just love the game and just watching those guys and, the way they did handle their business each and every day.
I think those are definitely great role models to have, and you can't go wrong with those guys. And now I know as a D tackle, you might not want to give love to opposing offensive linemen, but we always like to ask this question: over your college career at Coastal, who are a couple of the best players that you faced?
Oh, best players, offensive line. Number one, Robert Hunt. He played with the Miami Dolphins. He's most definitely number one. He was, I think, one of the highest draft picks anyway in the Sun Belt. Robert Hunt. his teammate Kevin Dotson. It's crazy. They played
Mm-hmm.
guard and tackle. He played with the Steelers now. And third, best offensive lineman I played against in games. Third would probably be trying to think all the teams we played. From South Carolina, my freshman year, we played. I can't think of his. I think it's Dan Stanley or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He played offensive tackle, and he's in the league now, if I'm not mistaken. He was legit too.
Yeah, I mean, those are some real solid answers. And now to wrap it up, we like to have this inspirational note to end off on. What is the best piece of advice that you've ever received from anyone in your football journey, be it a coach, a teammate, Aaron, really anyone?
Probably that's a tough question. That's another tough one. What was the question again?
Best piece of advice you've received.
Best piece of advice I received would probably be it's always going to be ups and downs. It's just a matter of just trusting it, seeing that it's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. And it's a matter of just to keep going and, keep pushing. Everybody have bad days and everything, but as long as your good days outweigh your bad days.
Yeah, I think your football journey really shows that. I mean, you started off as a 2-star recruit, redshirted your freshman year at an FBS startup program, finished with so much success at the individual and team level, and now you're on the cusp of the NFL, of being drafted or signed by a team. So I mean, it's been great talking to you, CJ, and I definitely wish you the best of luck in the future. At Bull Take Scouting, we'll be watching you closely, rooting for you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Have a good one, man.
You too.